there are still factors, but let's just take them out for a sec. Okay. And let's be fair, kind of like a bit of a fair sort of analysis now. So what do I mean by that? It is on record, even though these criminals have not admitted, but let's say in fairness, let's admit it for them, that Boko Haram destroyed Nigeria, took Nigeria economy to negative. Okay? And let's say Tifnumbu actually won the election now. I'm saying now, like, I'm painting a scenario here. Tifnumbu saw the problems and he won the elections. And he decided that, okay, now he is not responsible for the destruction of Nigeria, even though he's from his party. In fear, let's say in fairness. Okay? And because of this, for Nigeria to recover from the 40 years backwardness that Boko Haram has forced on the people there, right? So now let's give Tifnumbu a benefit of the doubt that it's neutral, it's not propaganda, and he has a clear plan of taking you out of the logjam. So even if you have to like endure some hardship for some time, you could easily trace the plan, and you can possibly trust it. Like opposition won't trust such, but behind this, you can look at it and say, okay, well, if this thing should work, last song, Nigeria will be better in another 5 years. You can see if they can keep it to. So that is being neutral now. And you can now say, just judge this person by what he is doing, not by what they did before him. Here you get now. Let's okay, oh yeah, let's be fair. Now, what are the Tifnumbu? What exactly is Tifnumbu doing? That is possibly going to help and take you out of this hellhole. Or it is digging you even further into the pit of hell. His own actions now. Okay? This is me now trying to paint a scenario for you to make you understand that Nigeria is doomed. And it is not because I wish it on you. And if you want to save that and save your life, you need to join us, join force, join your voices. And wherever you see, the conversation, the mobilization, and help us even do the mobilization in demanding for the breakup of this contraption. And when I say break up Nigeria, a lot of you are triggered, or let me say few of you are triggered, because break it up sounds like tear it apart, like, oh, yeah, cut it. Come on, not like that. Okay? The reason why Nigeria is Nigeria right now is simply because there is a common freebie, which is to rob Peter and pay Paul, right? Rob Peter, pay Paul. Since it is freebie, free money, and the name of the whole place and the whole resources buried in the place as well, they believe they are quality collateral to enrich themselves. Anybody who has a chance of taking a shot at Nigeria, that means you could make a fortune before the whole thing collapse. So when you want to break up Nigeria, the first thing first is, we will first agree, okay? Make everybody go and day in day your day, mo day our day. Let the Eastern Nigeria day their day. Let the Western Nigeria day their day. Let the Northern Nigeria day their day, okay? And keep their own resources as it should be. And that will start with what is called the autonomy. Now, if the people in these areas agrees that, you know what, don't call us Western Nigeria or Eastern Nigeria anymore. We don't want to be part of this union anymore. So the people will decide, okay? And they will tell the rest of us, we are leaving. By then, there's nothing to share anyway. You've already broken everything into pieces. Nothing to share. Go and fend for yourself. So as long as there's nothing to share, there will be no reason to kill anybody. There will be no reason to even force you to remain in Nigeria. Do you understand? So break it up to save lives means it starts from that thing that will make a Fulani carry gun, go kill a Yoruba man on his farm, rape a Yoruba woman on her way to the market, kidnap an Igbo man on his way to his business, in his own country, in Igbo land, right? That will never happen. Okay? And that is the process. Except for that, Nigeria is doomed. And it is not a wish. It is by the actions of these criminals. So wetin Tifnumbu want do to help make your Nigeria Naira strong? Wetin Tifnumbu dey do to ensure that over 80 million of you that became jobless and then impoverished are back to work? Wetin Tifnumbu dey do to ensure that the insecurity, the kidnapping, and the prosecution of the terrorists and their sponsor is at the is on a high priority? Wetin they do to curb that and ensure that the people that have been chased out of their homes are returned back to the rebuilt, rehabilitated communities and safe communities? Wetin they do? Of course, it's the same story, isn't it? So what is it doing I mean, I could ask you a lot, but it's just going to be like, what is it doing exactly, other than making pronouncements and meaningless announcements that are as worthless as the paper they are written on in the last 11 months? To show to you that the trajectory where Bokwari took you, it was doing something to bring you back from it. Is it enough for you to go further? Have you not gone further in 11 months? So if somebody now says somebody is going to cry for 80 years, there might be people hiding pain. In fact, there are people who are hiding their pains. Because, because the same people who are telling you that you will cry for 80 years for Tifnumbu, they are already bleeding tears. Okay? And these are people who are hurting. They did not expect this. A lot of them were like, God damn it. We thought say Tifnumbu. They didn't know that now propaganda that they chop since. Majority of you have been chopping and hitting propaganda about Lagos. And because of this delulu and delusion, there were actually those who believed that Tifnumbu built Lagos. Like, jokes apart, there were actually people who believe. Some of you are living in that Lagos. Okay? I grew up in that Lagos as well. My family have foothold generations in that Lagos. And I was also a living witness when Tifnumbu was the governor of that Lagos. So when they pushed the propaganda of his Babasoka and the rest of that, he brought Fashola, he brought this, he brought that, and then you begin to ask yourself, I beg, which Lagos did they talk go? Say this Ilupeju, Abi this Shomolu, with all the drainages, and fair enough. There was a time that Fashola actually had to do some interior roads in Shomolu, in Lagos Island, in all these places, right? That for the first time, people actually felt like, Fashola came to our street and did our street. But go to that slum. You'll be wondering. Not this one, they say, Tifnumbu get Lagos master plan. Nobody has seen the master plan. The master plan is in the head of those that they have used the same propaganda to shape their minds. It's so sad. Because you did Lagos. Inside that Lagos, they are telling you it is the model of what Nigeria would be. Run. Now, I might show you something. This is the area where Adegator, Governor Point and Kill. This is where he's claimed to be officially come from as the governor of Lagos in Lagos Island. They no get water. Mega shitty, we no get water. We are Lagos has always been like, a flex. So that won't take your flex away from you. But it's just that sometimes you take it too far. You make it look like it's not the same Lagos. Lagos, Abba. You're mega shitty. At the same place, all of us, we grew up there too. I've got properties there. I do. I've got properties in Lagos. So I'm a landlord in Lagos, by the way. So you know. So they take them too far, and they told you that's going to be the concept of what they are going to make Nigeria. And it's been 11 months, and there is no coming back from this. They've dug you more into depth, just like Bukuwari. And they have also sort of tried doing their best to overfeed you with propaganda, so that even when you are dying, you won't believe that you are dying. I cannot die like this. I thought this country is already becoming great. No, this is not me dying. Oh, yeah, I'm dying. Oh, dying disappointed. So when you look at when you look at the Tifnumbu's as leakers, those who want to make you think now that if you say all this I am saying right now, it is because you hate the Yorubas. Like if you say something about Yeye Bello, there were people in Kogi then. Probably there are still people in Kogi that will be fighting you because they believe that if you say anything about Yeye Bello, you are insulting the Kogi people. I mean, I have seen some idiots or maybe some lunatics that have actually stood up to say, I don't like, it's not that I like him, but he's my state governor. Anybody, if you are insulting my state governor, you are insulting all of us in our state, and I will not take that. I say, am I a voluntary slavery? No, sir, she's talking and she's turning her head because she's like, no, we cannot, you cannot be insulting our governor. Go and insult your own governor. You can insult your own governor. You cannot be insulting our governor. I've seen that. And that is what the Tifnumbu Abobakus are doing. The Yorubas are suffering. Everyone. Efik, Joy, Bibi, Onu, Peti, Fi, Yoruba, Ishekiri, Igbo, Yoruba, Usa, Fulani, everybody is collecting. And then you start mentioning those who are responsible. Then this Olori Buruku Abobakus, they will call you Omoale. Because that's the most they will call you as a Yoruba. Imagine the irony as well. People calling you Omoale. Sewage dwellers calling you Omoale for somebody we know he showed them the picture of him papa. I mean, that keeps kind of always muzz me, like they say, oh, they muzz me. That's in they muzz me. They off me. Say you, Omo Ironkirons, the ass lickers, the ass kissers, the crumb eaters, the crumb chasers, the all-risers, voluntary slaves, sophisticated morons, umbooed slaves. Is he a Yoruba man? I say Yoruba. How can you be attacking Yoruba? You are Mwali. Then if you are not Yoruba, then they will quickly tell you, talking about Tifnumbu's failure is an attack on Yoruba. Irony, don't believe them. Don't let anybody tell you that speaking out as a victim of a rotten system that APC, Egbekegbe represent, and Tifnubu as well. That speaking out is an attack on you. They are using that now because that's the only thing that they can use. And it is a diversion, like a deviation tactic. It will tell you that it's because you hate Yoruba. Okay? And then you begin to be like, no, I do not hate Yorubas. I'm talking about the government and their failure. No, you are not talking about government. Now so all of you, the people, you hate Yorubas. You hate Yoruba. Is it only Tifnumbu that is kinikoni? Is it because it's a Yoruba man? They have a reason for throwing it in. It is deliberate. It is deliberate. It's a quick attack. This one, Yoruba. How does Yoruba have to do with the criminality, the inefficiency, the corrupt lifestyles of these criminals, their actions and inactions that are affecting the lives of every sundry? It's affecting everybody. Everybody is just coping. You're just coping. Don't cope. Say your mind. The lunatics that are trying to turn it into tribal this, tribal that, they know what they are doing. Okay? They want you to respond and say, fuck the Yorubas. What do you mean? What are you this Yorubas? That's what they want. They want you to say, oh, what is wrong with all this Yorubas self? I don't know that Yorubas always love this evil. Why are the Yorubas this evil? And that is how they condition you systematically. Okay? Oh my God, the electricity, the national grid has collapsed again. Man, this Tinubu na total failure. Now, then somebody will jump into it and say, we know that all of you Igbos don't like Yoruba anyway, but if Tinubu will succeed in Jesus' name, Nigeria will be great. You know, you have nothing to say about Yoruba. You said Tinubu, Abi. Then they want you to respond and say, what is even wrong with all these Yoruba people? Now, one person, now one criminal, faceless idiot, quickly he don't drag you to tribal war. And before you know it, yourself, you know what? This person cannot defeat me. I am Igbo. I cannot agree. You are mad. All the Yorubas are mad. Who told you? Is it not the Yorubas that are betrayers? Is it not you have started? They've triggered you. And another Yoruba will jump in. Man, I don't want to say anything before, but I have to say something. You, Chukwuemeka, you are very stupid. How dare you say that about Yoruba? You that your Igbo people. Is it not your Igbo people that kiniko? That's it. Another Yoruba will jump in. Another Igbo will jump in. Then another one will come in. If that one will be Hausa. Well, sorry, Jareleke. That's what they do. All these Igbo people. That's why nobody liked them. Baba, how did Tifnumbu's failure and his government quickly turn to Igbo, Yoruba, Hausa, Fulani, Yoruba, this or that, and you don't know that it is all programmed that way? You are easily triggered because genuinely, like real for real, you know something? If all of us want to be honest, we are not supposed to be in the same country. Like in truthfulness, we can't even wait to kill ourselves. In our utterances, even though they will tell you, Nigerians are the most lovely people. Now the leadership is the problem. Now lie. We will still embrace ourselves. We will play with ourselves. The same way a lot of us forget about where we come from when we meet outside the shores of our different countries. We forget where we come from. Your brother from Tanzania, your brother from Ghana, your brother from South Africa, you are so happy to be in the same room with them. And they call it African diversity. You can do the same thing to Biafrans, the Arewa ones. the Kwarara fans, the Middle Beltans, when all these countries also emerge, you can see them abroad, you can see them in your country, and you can embrace them as, my Ijo brother. Remember when we used to be in the same country and we can't wait to kill ourselves? But now, we are all fine. There's no reason to hate ourselves anymore. How is Ijo nation? I mean, we do Ijo, our president, the fumble. We go remove them by December. All of us go remove them. I say they don't build one biggest refinery in your region now, in your country now. That is now so, Baba, we don't do all that one though. They don't burn them well. A nice one, nice one. Like that. We can be like that. Instead of this contraption. I'll take my first call. Here. Hello.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir. How are you?
This is Adeza from Edinburgh.
Say that again. Who is that from Edinburgh?
Adeza.
Adeza, my brother. Yes. How are you, sir?
How are you doing? Fine. How's Glasgow today?
Well, Glasgow is it's raining, cold, and sunny. As always. Always fine.
Yeah. Okay.
How is Edinburgh today?
Edinburgh is cool. It's sunny.
Oh, bless you. Not raining yet, no?
No, not raining here.
Okay. So here we are, this noon.
Yeah, first of all, let me thank you for the good work you are doing to enlighten those who want to be enlightened. Because there are people who don't want to be enlightened. They keep on living in darkness. And even when they are suffering it, they are still supporting people who have enslaved them. Yeah. So the hope of that slavery will not be cut from, they will continue to be at the slave. How can somebody who is in Nigeria understand your leader whose children are abroad and you are still supporting the evil they are doing? I don't understand.
They are locking your schools, using the money to pay for their children's school fees abroad.
Yes.
Even some people who enrage you, make you mad.
And some people who the activities, policies, and program of the Nigerian leader have drove them out of Nigeria, separate them from their entire family. They are now abroad. They are still supporting the very evil.
That's another one. Like, what would be the state of their mental health? For people to be that low, what level of lowness would you be in your life, right? To now self-sabotage yourself. Like, what kind of level of low can somebody be? I do ask myself, like, how low would I go in life to begin to sabotage myself? Support things that are actually out there to destroy me. How low can I go in my life? I don't understand.
You know, starting from Yeye Bello. Yeye Bello is my governor. That's where I came from.
Oh, you are from Kogi State. So accept my sympathy. We should be sympathizing with all of you in Kogi now. See, that guy is a madman, honestly.
I have once spoke with some of my friends in Kogi State. Understand? So I discovered that even when they are suffering, they don't actually recognize the suffering they are suffering. They say, this is our own. I say, your own is enslaving you. Yeah. You are saying this is your own. How can it become your own that your own brother is enslaving you? My sister keep on complaining, no salary here and there. How can a state grow when governor, this is the only one that can be discovered for now, this one that I've listed now, there are many that
for now, and it will always be what they see. They will never see everything, ever.
Understand? So this is kind of leader. It's not only him, all the 36
states, including Abuja, 37.
This is all the Nigerian ministers, all of them. This is the way they behave.
It is it.
Understand? Okay, how do you expect the state to grow when the money that's supposed to be made for everybody in the state, only one person uses it to get property like this? Okay, how many of this property is going to sleep on every day? Understand? That's greed. He had used it to destroy. As a young man, when he came, people thought he would be different from the old folk, but he only became worse. Understand?
It became so worse that nobody should even use that excuse anymore. That old people are the reason why Nigeria is what Nigeria. No. They have these criminals like this, who are perpetuating the same because the system allows it. I'll tell you something, Adeza, right? Talking about salary. Remember that many times I have been screaming on this platform about Borno State, being taken over by terrorists. Half of it is no longer under the control of the government or Nigeria, right?
Yeah.
The local government areas, all those local government areas, the people don't go to work anymore. Okay? They are, most of them are not even opened anymore. So they have converged in Maiduguri, the state capital, for more than 6 years now. Are you with me?
Yeah.
But they are giving them allocation, all the local government allocation, all of everything. From that time, they have never said, okay, you do not have local government areas. They are doing elections, but those local governments are not under Nigeria, right? So something now happened. For the second time in about 4 or 5 months, that such news will come out. The workers of Borno State. You know that Zulum? The guy where they give people rice, bag of rice.
Yeah, professor.
You know what the guys they do? Go a days. Imagine this, so more work and slow. You collect salary of, you collect allocation for, let's say, 14 local governments. But the entire 14 local government area is under the Boko Haram terrorists. So you know they could do anymore. Anything like a road construction, a school construction, or this thing, they don't do your thing anymore. All that money, they with you. But you now told all the people, workers from those areas, that normally I'm not supposed to pay you anymore. You know, that place no exists anymore, right? Yeah. But I'll pay you something. Maybe they take a whole body. Then every month, I will be giving you bag of rice. Bag of food. For those of you who can come to Maiduguri. So now imagine, using, for example, now the salaries, for example, let's say 1 billion naira local government money for that area. And you are using, let's say 200 million of that, to give 1,000, 2,000 naira salary, and then give them a bag of fura, bag of this, and take picture of that as the best governor from the Northeast Nigeria. What kind of system will allow that fraud to persist, where election result is just being written? There's no election in Borno State. They just write it. It's like a consensus, all right? Once they put your name forward, you are already elected. As a senator, as a rep, as a local government chairman, as a councillor, right? In Borno State, you are elected once they write your name. All you have to do is to make sure they write your name. How could they